Hey, Mama. Now that we've looked at the past year, yeah, that took like what, 10 minutes, maybe less. It's time to get your mind in tune for this coming year. And so we're going to be talking about reclaiming your creative identity. So, um, as a mom, you've you've always been creative. And I mean, as a human, you've always been creative. God made us be creative people. Now, with motherhood comes an extra, I'm going to say an extra dose. Maybe I'm being biased because I'm a mom, but I would say with motherhood comes an extra dose of creativity because as we deal with kids, as we deal with situations, um, not that our husbands don't, not that our husbands don't, but I would say moms, only because of the nature of the different roles that we find ourselves in or end up taking or juggling or all these other things. We have learned to think outside the box. We have learned to think on our feet. We have learned to basically be creative in everything, right? And the mistake that we make is we don't think that, oh, oh my word, I did not go grocery shopping, or I forgot to get cream of tartar for this recipe. What can I do? Well, let me look up substitutions. I can substitute maybe baking soda, add baking soda and baking powder together to kind of have the effect of not talcum powder, cream of tartar. I'm not changing a diaper. I think that's for diapers, right? I mean, my son's he's 13, so anyway. Or my fridge is barely full. I forgot to go grocery shopping because it was this came up, that came up. Time ran out. What can I really cook for dinner today? At least get some food on the table. Oh, wait, we have this, this, and that. Maybe if I put this together with that, and that together with that. Ooh, there's a meal. It may not be a normal meal that we make, but that's food. They will like it. They'll enjoy it. Come on, mama. That is being creative. Or how about um kids crying, I mean, babies crying. They don't wanna they're not soothing, they're not self-soothing fast enough. Now I don't know if people would get into trouble with this. I don't know if I would get in trouble for saying this, but, "Ooh, I need to do laundry. Clothes are in the dryer. Okay, let me put the baby in the car seat, put the car seat on the dryer." The dryer's moving and shaking. I'm standing right there putting clothes in the laundry, and the baby is starting to soothe and comfort it and come on. Who thought about that? I mean, I'm going to I haven't done research into that, but I'm going to say a mom found that out, or discovered that, right? I mean, we did it. We had to do it when our son was itty bitty 13 years ago. Um, but yeah, every area of life, we use our creativity, but we don't label it as creativity. We label it as, oh, being resourceful. We label it as, um, you know, what other labels? What other labels did you give yourself when you thought about all these things? You never considered it being creative because for us, what we learn, creativity is where you have colors and paints and drawings and I mean, the artistic creativity, right? But creativity is more than that. It's more than just that create the artistic window. We use it in all areas of our life. So why don't you just realize that creativity is a part of who you are? It's not something that you earn, and it's not, it goes even beyond output or even business. It's something that we use every day. Like the decisions we make. Why would we make one decision over another decision? Why would we be like, okay, this makes more sense to do it this way because down the line this could happen and to cut that out. I mean, Even thinking like that, that takes some creativity because you were thinking, you've kind of projected where this could possibly happen. So instead of waiting until what could possibly happen, that result, you're like, let's prevent it before it even starts. That is creativity, mama. I want you to stop thinking about just putting creativity in a box. Okay. Now, here's another thing I want you to think about. As you think on the past year, we have moments of busy and moments of regular life. So, like for me, the plans that I had for December, uh, November, December, I couldn't do any of those because I was so busy. But just because I was busy doesn't mean that I didn't do creative stuff or I didn't have ideas, jotting down all these ideas. I just want you to realize, even as your mom life gets busy, I want you to realize that your creativity doesn't end because you were busy with other things. And that's one thing that I want to challenge us this year is how to recognize our creativity in all areas of our lives, how to put in our creativity into all areas of our lives, and how to be proactive in doing that. Because that will make, not that it will make it easier, but it will make it funner to do. So I just want you to realize that you didn't lose your creativity when your life got busy. And with this coming year, I want you to start off the year thinking that even if you don't have as much time to put towards your creative activities week by week, day by day, you are not going to lose it. It's part of you. In fact, you're adapting it to your life. You're adapting your creativity to your life. So you may not use it like if you paint. You may not be painting all the time like you want to, like that hour a day or that 10 minutes a day that you've set aside for that. But just the nature of being a mom and doing all these things, elements of your artistic, like your painting artistic ability, if you look close enough, you're going to see it in other areas of your life, in the way you maybe set up your room, or the combination of the sheets and the blankets, what pillowcases would go with what sheets. Like if you have, like in our case, we have um, more pillows than we have for the uh, sheet set. Um, so I just put whatever pillowcase is right there, and I feel like, right? But there's some of you who are like, well, no, I want my colors to be balanced. I want my room to have this type of feel. I mean, you may not be using it as you wanted, but you were using it. So just because you get busy and you can't do the specific creative activity you planned on doing, doesn't mean that you were not using your creativity in one way or another. Okay. The trick is to identify it, to pinpoint it. So that's a challenge you can do. Pinpoint where you've used your creativity in normal day to day living. In normal day to day living. Okay. And I want you to also think about this as we adapt our creativity to our busy life. We are going to have seasons of creativity where at one moment you were like, oh, I can't sleep because I have this creative idea in my mind. I need to get on the computer and design this this product, or I need to write this story. The story is just going over and over in my head and I cannot get rid of it. Two moments where like, oh, now I've finished this story. I know it's not ended, but I can't, for the life of me, I cannot think of the next part of the series. It's not coming to me. So I want you to, here's the thing. When we are in our slower season, when the slower moments, the calmer, I guess it would be less than calmer moments, when we are at a plateau of our creativity, it's easy to get depressed or discouraged, thinking that our creativity is no longer there, that it's ended, that, oh, okay, maybe I wasn't meant to write stories, books, because my ideas have dried out. I know there's a new story, but for the life of me, I cannot think of how to even outline a basic continuation of the series. No, it's just at that time, you can't think about it. It hasn't dried up, it's still there. So what can you do? I mean, you can start maybe, excuse me, maybe veer off and start a different project, right? Start writing a different story, even if it's a short story. Draw your attention away from it because many times, and I found this true to myself, it's like when I am thinking of trying to do something and I'm like, well, it's right there. My idea is right there, but I can't bring it to the forefront. I can't write it out because I can't really see it clearly. And I keep dwelling on it. The harder it is to get past it, the harder it is for it to even show up, right? But when I start thinking about something else, I have to intentionally move my mind, not physically, intentionally think about something else. And then all of a sudden, because I am not stressing on this idea anymore, I am releasing all those creative juices that were attached to this idea. And suddenly I started getting, okay, snitches and snaps of, oh, okay. Or sometimes even when I stop focusing on the problem and do something else, what I am doing jumpstarts the solution for my problem. So just because something slows down, just because you come to a sticking point, does not mean that one, you were wrong in choosing your creative activity, and two, that your creativity is gone, and three, that you're never going to get back. Now, there are cases where, yeah, you may not want to continue with that creative idea, but that's when you know that you're done. It's not something that you want to continue. But if you still have the passion, the drive that's living in you for this activity, then I want you to realize that it's not dead, it's not gone, it's still there. So as we start working on this coming year, I want you to realize that creativity flows, okay? It's like, I guess I could say it's like a river. It flows with the ebb and flow of your life. Um, and since we are starting to get more attuned to not just the creative activities that we love, but how creativity influences each area of our lives, then we're going to be able to pinpoint more when we are the different, I guess, the different highs and lows of our creative periods, right? So as you come into this year, I want you to think about it. And I don't want that to be where it discourages you because many times I know of some people who, because they get so busy in life and they can't really don't have as much time as they want to spend on doing what they love to do, they feel that they were not meant to do it and they stop. And that's not what I want for you guys. I want you to acknowledge and recognize that, okay, I am not going to be feeling what I am feeling right now all the time. Okay? It's going to change. And it's up to me to bring about the change. So if you were stuck on a situation, on a goal, an idea, then shift your attention to focus on something else. It even if it's like a business idea, a business product. I'm not saying start another product for the business. I'm saying just shift your idea and do something else for fun. Do something else to relax yourself. Do something else, even if it's something for self care, something fun, something that's not related to what you were trying to troubleshoot. Because chances are you were too stressed to notice the solution. When you relax your mind, relax yourself, and divert your attention, and when you come back to it, you'll see things in a different light. Okay. So as we plan this next year, I want you to realize even thinking creatively, when not doing your creative activity, that counts as creativity. And your creativity will have its ups and downs, fast paced, slow paced, even stops. You have moments of plateau, but don't be discouraged, and just keep on pushing forward. If you need help, there's ask ask for help or ask for suggestions on how to move forward. So you were not alone. Okay. So that's how I want us to reclaim our identity, not just with the activities that we love to do, and not just acknowledging that we are creative, but in all areas of our lives and in everything that we do. Because if creativity is part of you, why box it in? Use it. Use it to make your life and your family's life richer. Okay, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.